Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, now the updates. Resign now or be booted out of office. Southeastern Bishop urges the new governor of Enugu State. Now the southeastern zone of the network of evangelical bishops of Nigeria has once again asked Enugu State Governor Mr. Peter Mba. They said he should resign his position as a governor for bringing what they termed the unparalleled disgrace to Enugu State people. Yes, they said in the last few months that the governor has brought the exalted office to ridicule, public ridicule. Now, the religious leaders had in previous statements accused the governor of forging his National Youth Service Corps NYSC discharge certificate numbered A808297, which the governor claims to have been issued on March 6, 2002, as well as the March 18 governorship election results in the Sankano East local government area, where he was awarded over 31,000 votes, though the National INEC headquarters on March 22 reduced the number of votes to a little over 16,000. Now, these southeastern bishops said it was truly disgusting to watch last weekend how the team of senior advocates of Nigeria, hired by Mr. Peter Mba to defend his purported mandate, tried in vain to stop the NYSC from testifying on the genuineness of the NYSC discharge certificate which Mba presented to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). This was stated by the bishops in a statement which they signed by the zonal chairman, that's Bishop Samuel Ani, and the acting public secretary, Bishop Emmanuel Ene. Now, they went further to say that the team of the governor went further by asking the tribunal sitting in Enugu to abide by an incurably defective ex parte motion gagging the NYSC from disclosing the true status of the discharge certificate, an ex parte motion which is now expired and has never had validity in Enugu State because it was granted by an FCT High Court rather than a Federal High Court. They said the bishops wrongfully observed that this is the first time in Nigeria's history a candidate for public office has fought tooth and nail to stop an appropriate agency from speaking on the authenticity of the credentials he or she presented to the Electoral Commission. The bishops recalled that Alhaji Abubakar I. Mohammed, the NYSC Director of Certificate, had in letter written on February 1, 2023, declared that NYSC discharge certificate numbered A808297 did not emanate from it, a position supported by the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Yushau Ahmed, when he appeared on the Arrest television program on Friday, May 17, 2023. They went further to say that the Enugu State has been in the news again in connection with its purported governor presenting forged documents, as the NYSC Assistant Director of Corps Certification, Mrs. Rhoda Dawa, has just provided the Federal High Court in Abuja with comprehensive details of how NYSC discharge certificate number A808297 did not come from the organization. Now, they said if Mr. Peter Mba had completed his national service, explained the NYSC, saying he would have done so on September 15, 2003, and not September 15, 2022, which the governor claims. The bishops went further to say that the discharge certificate would have been assigned the serial number 67351, and the calligraphy would have been the same as other certificates issued by the NYSC. That's the quoting Mrs. Dawa. Mrs. Dawa, who is in charge of the certificate in NYSC. That's what she's saying. They went further to say that there are too many discrepancies in this fake certificate Mr. Mba presented. They said if such ridiculous spectacle of forgery should happen in any part of Nigeria in the 21st century, they said it is certainly not a state as strategic as Enugu, which is the headquarters of not just the Southeast but also the old Eastern Nigerian region that has since been divided into 9 states. They noted that Mr. Mba would leave office like other public officers found guilty of presenting forged credentials, citing the examples of Mrs. Kemi Adoshu, who was ex-President Muhammadu Buhari's first Minister of Finance, Alhaji Tญี0UBḤÉ, the first Speaker of the House of Representatives when democracy was restored in 1999, and Bio Barakuma Deji Erimoye of the All Progressive Congress APC, who was prevented from being sworn in on February 14, 2020 as the Bayelsa State Deputy Governor by the Supreme Court for presenting a fake document to INEC. Now, in summary, they said since Mba, who has been in office since May 29, has achieved his life ambition of being addressed as His Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State said the bishops, as the Governor of Enugu State, the bishop said he should resign now because it is better than having to wait to be booted out of office through a judicial process, which will ipso facto deny him the status of ever being recognized as a former governor, as far as the law is concerned. Now, this is the stand of the bishops, as they have stated. They are the southeastern bishops. That's what they said. Their nomenclature is Southeastern, the network of evangelical bishops of Nigeria in the southeast, the zone. So they have made their point clear about the certificate forgery being leveled against the Governor of Enugu State. Now they have made it, rightly, that the matter is in court. They said it here. So what we're saying is this: they should allow the court to adjudicate on the matter. Of course, we have known the judiciary in Nigeria. They are biased. They are not true. They say it is the last hope of the common man, but it's not true. The judiciary have not lived up to that bidding, that expectation that the common man will get justice from that place. So since you are sworn in as the governor, you have the money, you have the influence, you have the contact. Now it becomes so impossible for another person to win you in a court. Even if court said, look, this is what happened, and the judgment goes against the sitting governor, the sitting governor will now go and appeal again. He will not abide by that law or by that court judgment. He will go and appeal and go to Supreme, and they will do all manner of abracadabra to thwart the justice. So that is what these people are saying. So if the governor of Enugu State is sure that he has his NYC certificate, okay, then so be it. But what are we not talking about? The system in Nigeria does not recognize the rule of law. So the president of Nigeria that just left office was directed to release Masina Plakana. Did he obey it? So anything can happen in the zoo, the Abakata Zoo. So the governor of Enugu State should know his fate. There's no law in Nigeria. Anybody who can do whatever he can do and go scot-free will do it. So we don't blame the governor. We don't even know whether he has a certificate or not. But what we're saying is this: nobody is obeying the law in this country. The person who is the president, what is his certificate? He has a dual citizenship and everything. He's from Guinea, and so nothing about him you can ascertain. His age there is forged and everything. So what I'm not saying, Nigeria is a country of lawlessness. So do not go and make it to look as if this man is the only person who committed such a crime. All of them, that place, they forged certificates. Not only NYC, they even forged their credentials. Talking about the certificate from universities. Some said they have studied in universities in US, in Britain, in several places in the world, whereas all a lie. All those people in Abuja, they have forged certificates. They have governed the states across Nigeria. They have been ministers. They have been presidents. Some of them have left office. Some of them are still there. So what are we talking about? We're in a lawless